I'm back. Here's a souvenir from New York.
Wow! It's a Lily Chocolates. Thank you, Mom.
I'm sorry you have to take the trouble to bring us souvenirs when you're so busy.
It's okay. I'm usually too busy with work to spend time with you. So, I thought it would be nice to bring you a souvenir.
My name is Matt. I'm a 40-year-old office worker who lives with my wife, who is 1 year older than me, and our daughter, who is in the first grade of middle school. However, my wife Patty had been working alone in New York for the past 6 months. We only get together once every 12 months. My daughter Amy takes care of half of the housework, so we are getting by. But there are still many inconveniences living with just the both of us. How soon will you be able to finish your project over there?
Well, it's going to take at least another year.
I see. So you can't come home yet.
I'm sorry, Amy, for making you feel lonely too.
No problem. If it's your job, I don't blame you. Thanks for always working so hard for us.
Oh, come on. Is Mom the only one you're grateful for? Dad works pretty hard too, don't you think?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't appreciate you.
I'm just kidding. I was just trying to tease you. I've known from the beginning that you respect Mom more than anyone else.
Ah! Don't make fun of me, Dad.
You guys are the same as always. But that makes me feel a little better.
But, as you can see, even though we live apart, our family bond is eternal. In fact, I even feel that our bond has become even stronger now that Patty has to live far away from us. At least, that's what Amy and I believed, and I was sure Patty believed the same.
I heard Mom's going to be busy this summer and won't be able to come back.
Oh, I heard about that too. I heard that her project is in the final stages.
Hey, Dad, you want to come visit Mom during summer vacation?
In New York? No, we'll get in the way of Mom's work. She said she could come back in September, so we'll just have to hold out until then.
I knew it.
I'd say, instead, let's go on a trip to LA with Grandpa and Grandma during the summer vacation. A friend of my dad's said we can use their vacation home as we like.
What? A vacation home? I want to go there.
Well, LA is a good place to spend summer vacation. I'm sure there are many great beaches here and there.
Yay! I'm going to brag about it to my friends at school tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Don't tell Mom we're going to LA.
Oh? Why? Would it be good to just tell your mom?
I'll send her lots of pictures of our trip. It's a surprise, so don't tell her yet.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's great. Mom will love it.
I know.
A few months later, Amy, my parents and I went on a 4-day, 3-night trip to LA as promised. On the first day, we enjoyed an early swim in the sea, followed by a sumptuous barbecue in the garden of the villa. On the second day, we visited the local tourist attractions and soaked our tired bodies in the hot spring, each of us enjoying the family trip to our heart's content. However, on the third day of the trip, before returning home the next day, the incident occurred. That day, I went to the beach for the second time in the morning at Amy's insistence. It was the second half of August, and the beach was populated due to the time of year, so I asked an acquaintance to show me around. The beach was almost completely booked out.
Look, Dad, there's a beautiful stone on the beach.
Oh, that's a sea glass. You're lucky, Amy.
Yay! I want to bring it back for Mom.
People say it's not common to find sea glass floating around here, but I guess you can find it anywhere.
Hey, let's look for it together, Dad. I'll pack up a box full of them along with some pictures from our trip and send them to Mom.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, Dad. I'll do my best.
Thus, while Grandma and Grandpa were relaxing in their hot spring villa, Amy and I started our sea glass hunt. However, when we started to search for sea glass, we were surprised that we couldn't find any. And after only half an hour or so, we ran into a dead end.
In the end, we only found 2. The first one and the other one Dad found earlier.
There's a breakwater around here. That's why. It's very rare for flotsam to wash up on the beach because of the ocean currents.
I see. But we have just 3. Is there anywhere else we haven't looked?
I didn't look behind that rock wall. There should be a small beach on that side too. So maybe we can find another one.
Really? Then let's go right now. Come on, come on, come on.
Don't be in such a hurry. Sea glass won't run away. He'll fall down if you're in too much of a hurry.
While you're talking like that, someone else might take it away. If you don't hurry, we won't have enough for Mom.
Don't worry. I don't see too many tourists today,
See? They beat us to it because you're taking it easy.
When we walked out onto the small sandy beach beyond the shade of a large rock, we saw a couple in swimsuits walking around looking for something. They were probably looking for sea glass, shells, and other flotsam. They looked to be a mature couple, both in their 40s, but they were having a great time with each other.
Look at these. These shells are so wide and beautiful.
Yes, they are. It's a pure white shell, just like your heart.
What are you talking about? I can't tell from a distance, but if it's ugly, I'll throw stones at you guys.
The sun is getting a little too bright. Shall we go back to the inn and take a rest?
Yeah, there's still time to rest, and we can go back to the beach again. I'm getting a little horny looking at you in your swimsuit.
Oh no, not here. People will see us.
Leave quickly, you couple of idiots. It's gonna be bad for the kids.
What? What?
Now, see here. Now, Amy is so confused. Don't worry about it. They seem to be leaving already. We'll continue our search for the sea glass as soon as possible.
Mommy?
What? Amy's unexpected words make me look again at the couple walking in front of us. My eyesight is not good enough to make out the details of their faces. But the woman's slender hips and buttocks, and her ample cups for her age, certainly look like those of my beloved wife Patty. However, Amy, who boasts 20/20 vision, is not so sure. I'm sure that one of the two in front of us must be her mother. The couple on the other side doesn't seem to notice us, but that's really Mom, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But how could that be if Mom is in New York?
You know what? Dad's been wondering about something. Can I tell you right here now?
What? Yeah, what?
Did Mom really go to New York? Amy, do you remember the New York souvenirs your mom used to buy for you?
Yeah, she used to buy me things like Lily chocolate and wifey cookies and butter sandwiches every time she came home.
But all of those things are things you can buy in LA or online. LA is a long way from New York, but it takes only 1 hour from Sacramento to LA. Of course, that's just my imagination. And it is also possible that Patty just used her vacation to visit her boyfriend who lives far away. However, Patty left for New York at a time when a certain infectious disease was sweeping through the country. It was a time when many companies were beginning to cut back on their business trips and relocations and switch to remote work. Anyway, let's try and see. It's not too late to question them after we find out where they were staying. 20 minutes later, we arrived at the inn where we thought Patty and her partner were staying. We decided to hold them back in the parking lot for the time being, since we couldn't touch them once they were in the room. The man was unexpectedly strong-armed, and we allowed him to escape into the inn. But once we had Patty, we could deal with her any way we wanted.
Why?
I'm glad Amy wasn't mistaken. If it had been someone else, I would have been arrested.
Why is Mom here? Who was that man with you?
What are you talking about? I've been alone the whole time.
You're lying. Then who was that guy who ran away earlier?
That man is from work. I'm here in business.
But you were at the beach in your bathing suit just a few minutes ago, weren't you?
What?
We were watching you from the beach. There's no use making excuses now.
That was just a little break. Yeah, we were just taking a little break from work.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at the inn's lodging records now. If that guy is your colleague, then of course you have separate rooms, right?
Uh-huh. Well, that's...
Give it up. There are plenty of ways to prove you're lying. After that, I followed Patty to the guest room where the boyfriend had escaped. When I opened the door to the guest room, I found him frozen in the corner of the room, trembling. And next to him was the travel bag that Patty had taken with her on the day she left for work alone. The car you guys were in was a car you rented over here, right? That means you have the ticket for the flight you took to come here. So show it to me.
Here it is. But why would you...
What's it look like, Dad?
Just as I thought. The destination is LA. That means Mom was going back to LA tomorrow. Of course, the destination wouldn't be home, would it?
What?
You're not really going to New York, are you? The fact that you don't have a ticket to New York here is proof of that.
Then, where has Mom been all this time? No way.
You've been living with this guy in LA, right? Isn't that right? Patty didn't answer, but her inarticulate groan was proof enough. Well, even if she answered differently here, I would know it was a lie as soon as I contacted the company. After this, I talked to the guy instead of Patty, who was in no condition to talk, and he told me that Patty had not lied about leaving for New York alone 78 months ago. However, the plan to go to New York by herself was cancelled about 2 months after that due to the spread of a new type of infectious disease. Patty seemed to have taken this as an opportunity and made it look as if the assignment was still going on, and decided to start living together with her partner without going back home.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to betray you guys. I just got carried away.
Don't be silly.
Ah!
The next moment, Patty was about to start making excuses. Something shiny hit her on the forehead with a thud. Patty held her face with both hands in intense pain and moaned,
Ah!
and found 3 sea glasses lying at her feet, which Amy had picked up as a present for her mom.
You're not my mom anymore. Don't ever show your face in front of me or Dad again.
Patty must have realized that they were supposed to be a gift for her. She kept holding on to it as I left the room with a sobbing Amy, screaming so loudly that it echoed down the hallway. After returning to LA, I had another meeting with Patty with a lawyer and won $50,000 in alimony in custody of Amy. Oh, and of course, I made sure that the other guy was held accountable as well, in the form of a $40,000 settlement. A year has passed since then. Patty has been hoping to see Amy ever since the divorce, but has yet to get her wish due to Amy's refusal to see her. A year ago, she would have longed for her mother's return, but now, her mother's presence is an abomination to Amy. It is nothing but the past now,